Well, I never, Team DTC fans. Porter speaking from the land of nowhere, coming to all compass points. Look at the compass and we're aiming it right at your direction, north to northeast. Okay, I prepare, my friends, for standing and delivering with Shaun McCree, another DVD from RSVP Magic, another DVD that is really honed towards the worker. Shaun McCree, if you don't know him, has been around for a long time and been performing magic. Another BM, another busy magician. And all that years of thought, years of looking into different techniques, years of practice, he's realised exactly where he wants to be and's got routines that work brilliantly for the lay people, whether at a corporate event, a wedding, a private party. This stuff is tried and tested and works brilliantly, and Shaun puts it, across well to the lay person. So what do you get? You get 2 DVDs and packed full of things, really. You've got card magic, you've got coin magic, you've got a bit of there's a money change routine there. There's a prediction effect. There's a different handling of a little move that Shaun does for a different sort of position of handling for a bid or steal into account. So there's lots of good stuff on there. It really is. There's lots of good. Some of my highlights. I thought the impromptu chop cut routine was really good, and will get people, get great reactions from the layperson. There's a nice prediction effect where he in the performance he sort of builds up and talks of it as like a very sort of bizarre sort of dark magic approach, but you could do it in any way, and it's very simple but very powerful actually. There's the coin magic is so well put together that it works so well for the worker. It's angle proof. There's a coins across routine. There's a different coin routine where you have different coins are disappearing here and there. It's very good. One of the standouts I think is something called the fix, which if you've seen the demos, it's really cool. A chosen card by the spectator, which is put under their hand. You then bring out some blank-sided cards and you show them back and you say, look, well, I'm going to try and bring your card back. And you bring it back a quarter, so these blank cards suddenly turn into a blank card with just a quarter of the back of a card, then 2 quarters, then 3 quarters, and then eventually you pull it out and it is a perfect back of a red card, and then you turn it over and it's their signed card, which has disappeared from under their hand. Really strong, really visual, really like that move and that routine. So everything's been thought about really clearly in here. There's it's interesting, Shaun talks about how over the years his kind of persona has changed, and I think a lot of workers, people out there who've been in magic for a long time will kind of concur with this, where you start out as a certain performer, but just the way you kind of get drifted or taken into a certain way that you perform, and this persona changes. And Shaun talks about how he almost is now the crafty gambler, kind of cheating at cards, knows all the sort of ways to, and he delivers that to the audience, saying, well, this is how this is done. Obviously not showing them, but going into a clever poker routine or whatever else it is. So there's just lots on there. It's full of really good stuff that you'll definitely get, especially if you're a worker. You'll definitely get a lot out of it. I've just recently watched Eye Candy, which I've also put a review for, and that, I don't know why, it just almost feels like a more modern take on magic nowadays. That's not a detriment to this one, but I find in Stand and Deliver there's more sort of, there's a lot of counts and things like this, and it just feels a little more old-fashioned, and yet it's still very, very good and will connect with the layperson completely. On the DVD, which is really nice, you see Shaun performing at a corporate event around the tables or stand-up, and which is also all very good, and you just see the reactions from people and you know that the stuff's going to work. So another good, solid 2 DVD set. And hats off, I say, to Shaun McCree for sharing this work with the Magi community. So all in all, I'm going to give it a solid 4.2 for the worker, because you know, you can't go wrong following someone who's doing this every day and for many years. For the hobbyist, you'll also get a lot out of it, because you'll see different types of magic. You know, sort of poker gambling routines, some different card moves, some predictions, a bit of chop cut. So there's a lot there to get your head round. So I'd give it 4 stars for the hobbyist. So that is my review for Shaun McCree's Stand Deliver, which always reminds me of the Master Adamant. And if you don't know of him in the United States or America or all around the world, at one stage over here he was as popular as Madonna. I'll leave you with that point. All the best.